What up, G-Life? It's your boy, M. Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. You know, you won't get charged. Go ahead, G-Life. Don't forget to check out the second channel, Man in Society, M.O.D, where we talk about stuff outside of the streets. Now, what I wanted to talk about was, I was asked by, another one of my, day one subscribers. I know homie's been, fucking with my channel for a long, long, long time. You know what I mean? Homie's always been right there, supporting. So I appreciate, the homie Lewis Scope. You already know. The Sherm. Now, homie's cool. But he asked, what are my thoughts on, all the mess that I see on YouTube, right? The drama, the desmadre, the shit talking, the exposing, that do I feel right that people are exposing people on YouTube, right? What are my thoughts and, how I feel about that? Come on, my boy. You already know. You should already know me, my boy. Why you gotta ask me questions like this? Nah, but it's all good. I'll answer it. Normally I do not really like to dive into these kind of questions. You should already know, just because, I stay away from the whole desmadre, you know what I mean? But what are my thoughts on, the situations do I feel right that people should be exposing people on here online? Me personally, I don't care. To be honest with you, I really don't care if people expose people or not, Now, my opinion on it, now let's just say there's two different ways, and people always confuse these two, right? There's a thing that people call cloud chasing, right? Cloud chasing or hating on a channel, right? You're hating on this channel because it's bigger than yours, or you're cloud chasing when that's not necessarily the truth, right? See, the thing is that the audience is not aware of this because they're not from the streets, right? So they really don't know how the street life works or how it goes, right? But people that are from the streets, we know how the ball rolls and we know what it is, right? So we're able to see when people are lying, right? The audience, they're not street related, so they can't see, right? But homies are able to see when somebody is lying, right? When they're bluffing or they're not really about what they say they're about, right? And you can see it on these individuals, right? And that's one thing that the audience doesn't know. And the audience doesn't know that, people are tapped in with actual individuals from the streets that, you get the intel on individuals, right? If they're really about the business or if they're just lying or claiming whatever. So people think that people are just hating on them when in true all reality, people actually have the actual facts, right? They just don't throw the facts out there, right? Because it's kept within the street, right? They could only come and, tell them that they're lying, but can't really go into the details of that, right? Now, there's a difference from hating and cloud chasing, right? Cloud chasing is when I see a channel, and this is one thing that I dislike and I don't agree with, right? Cloud chasing or hating on an individual, right, is when somebody comes onto YouTube, right, or any social media, right, and starts calling people out a name, right? This fool's a bitch, a pussy, a lame, all that, right? When they're calling them out of their names. I don't agree with that. There's no need for that. You know what I mean? What the fuck's the purpose of that? Two is hating and cloud chasing is when you're making up stuff about an individual. Like, oh, I got this fool slipping at the park and made him out, or at McDonald's or what. So you're lying. You're creating scenarios and you're lying, right, to make this person look bad. That's hating. That's jealousy. That's, envy, whatever. Because you're making up these things. These things didn't really occur. You're just making them up, right? So I don't agree with that shit either. You know what I mean? Even if your intentions are to expose this person because you know that he's actually a liar, it's never good to lie. Even whatever you could be rewarded with, or if your intentions are good or not, it's never good to lie and shouldn't be done. You know what I mean? Even if it is about a piece of shit, you shouldn't make up something about an individual either way, So I don't agree with that either, right? So I don't agree when people make up stuff or call people out a name. See, that to me, that's not exposing or anything like that. That to me is like you're jealous, you're hating, right? Now, when somebody comes on here onto YouTube, right, and all they simply are doing is giving their honest opinion, right? Like, honestly giving what they honestly think about this individual. Like, oh, I don't like their stuff because I don't like this and I don't like that. That's not hating, my boy. That's being honest. You can't be mad when somebody is being honest and giving you their honest perspective, their honest point of view. How could you be mad at that, right? And when somebody comes and actually brings facts, right? Like if somebody actually has evidence, to show that an individual is whatever they say they are. Now people could say, what's it to them? What should it matter? They should just leave it like that. Who cares? And what the woo. Yes, all very true. But it still doesn't change the fact that you cannot be mad because this person, all they're simply doing is just being honest and bringing actual proof, actual facts. How can you be mad at that? You know what I mean? So you're telling me that it's better if we defend the liar and we hate on the person who is bringing the actual evidence and proof showing that this person's lying? So we should defend the liar, and now telling the truth is seen as no good. It's seen as you're doing something bad. Now you're telling the truth, you're doing something bad. And it's better if we just let liars, tell their lies and without being punished, and that's okay now. Then what morals are we setting? Then it's okay now for people just to be lying about shit and taking advantage of people? Strange times we live in. So therefore, I can't be mad when people make videos and actually bringing proof, exposing people. Hey, bro, they're being honest. They're bringing the truth. I can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? Now, I wouldn't take the time to do all of that, right? But I can't be mad when somebody does it. How can I be mad at that? That you can never be mad at the truth, bro. Now, you can be mad at a lie, right? Because it's never good to take advantage of somebody, right? To manipulate. No matter what, right? I know people say that, it's good to throw salsa on tacos and stuff like. No, it's not. No, it's not. Doctors don't do it. Professional people in society, right? When you're giving lessons, morals and everything, people don't throw extra on it, right? You don't go to the fucking doctor and he throws extra on it. Imagine the world if it was just be cool for people to throw extra on it. You know what I mean? People that throw extra is because they like to manipulate. It's because they like to deceive the audience. They know if they throw a little bit extra more, it will pull them more into the fantasy. Of course, someone who connives and is a con artist and everything, of course they're gonna say that. There's nothing wrong with that. They would wish that the world would actually be like that. Would make their job a whole lot easier. Because they hate when people, do, expose and stuff. Because it starts, the spotlight starts, homing in on them, and they don't like it. That's why they don't like when people do it to other people either, because they know it's only a matter of time before the lights, come, closing in. And why they even hate on other channels as well, right? Because there's only a certain amount of prisons in out here, right? There's only a certain amount of prisons, and there's, a lot of homeboys that are all over the place, right? And there's only a certain amount of time frame, right, when people could actually do their incarceration, right? So now when more channels coming out and stuff like that and people throwing their stories out there, it's going to start contradicting their stories, and it's going to start now, hey, well, they said this, and that, and now, so the fewer channels on here speaking on all that, and the better for them, right? Because their illusion gets to keep going, right? But if more channels keep coming out, then they have to do whatever they have to do in order to start knocking some of these channels down, right? That way, stories don't end up unwinding. That's why people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see, like I said, when you study psychology and you study, human behavior, you're able to tell, why individuals and how they work, right? Some of them are so brutally, out, no shame, that they'll actually make videos talking about the shit that they're doing, to people. I mean, they'll use other people as a surrogate, right? But they're talking what they do. You know what I mean? They just literally throw it out there, and it's like, that's the reason they know, what they're speaking about, right? Because it's what they're actually doing. It's crazy. The shameless, right? But overall, so I don't care when people, I don't pay attention to it regardless, either way. But I won't be saying that, oh man, this person needs to get a life or he needs to get over it. I can't be mad if somebody's being honest and bringing proof and facts, bro. I can never be mad at proof. I can never be mad at the truth and facts. I can only be mad at lies and deception, conniving, and all that, bro. Because as someone who's teaching people good morals, good lessons, people are always talking about, they want a better world, better life, better this, and that. Then we have to start teaching good morals. And teaching someone to tell lies or to allow people to tell lies in order to trick people out of getting something in return are not good lessons and are not good morals that you're teaching people. What kind of lessons and morals are those? That's why it's not okay to let people get away with those kind of behaviors. Because then you're you're setting the standard that it's okay for people to do that. You know, when it's not. I'm just saying, from Shadow We Up.